time for the icons. Let's start with the font 7, the smaller one, because I'm pretty sure that I will not be able to use all of the icons here. So there will be just few of them, or I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, and for that I will reference font from Jealous. I want to put them in the same positions and maybe make them look similar. So I have this enum with icons, which defines where the icon is in the font. And yeah, let's try to do the simple ones first. There is the exclamation mark, which I think I forgot, but we're gonna need, and I added to a list. Yeah, we're gonna need an exclamation mark. So let's remove it from the ignored list. So, and put it back to the font. So what's the size of it? That. Alright, I guess it's just like that. Should be good enough because font is rendered from top to bottom vertically. Okay, so next one is a degree. And a degree is important for weather. And, I'm not sure if I should put this in the center. Yeah, makes more sense for this kind of font to put things on the center. And the next is the weather icon, the sun. And yeah, I'm not gonna be able to draw a sun in those few pixels. Yeah, no, not possible. So as I decided earlier, we are skipping the weather icons in this font. We're just not gonna support them. So next icon that's actually not weather related is battery at 3B here. Can we draw a battery? I think we can, but we will not be able to have that many stages of battery percentage, or maybe we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, for sure we have to do the full. Why is it? It's in the wrong place. It should be 3B. 3B. So that's empty battery. Okay. It's not super. It doesn't look that good as in here, but I'm doing what I can. Here we should have full battery, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stages in between. So I can copy this one and paste it here. Okay. So here we can do this. To save every time. Yeah, maybe we can do like so, 1 pixel, then 2 pixels. pixels, then 4 pixels, but then right away we have the full battery. Somehow differently how to do it. Empty, 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 4 pixels, 5 pixels. Okay, I think that's gonna be the final icon. Unless we do the empty one like that. But yeah, at this point you need a lot of imagination to see a battery in the icon, so no, I'm not gonna do that. So that's the 0, it's the next one, next, and then full. Yeah. For consistency, I think I'm gonna do this, so it's never fully 0. Okay, so that's a battery, and then we have few more. This one is for charging. Can we do lighting here? I think that's it. Yeah, it actually looks alright. You look at the preview here. That's charging. Then we have warning. And warning is supposed to look like this. Yeah, in the small scale it looks alright. But here we don't have pixels in the middle to do anything even remotely similar. So for the warning, I think we will just use exclamation mark again. I don't know. Maybe we don't even have a possibility to draw. Yeah, it doesn't even look like a triangle. What can we do? Exclamation mark again, but maybe we can do it. I have no idea how to make it. Let's go with exclamation mark now. Then we have a heart. Again, the same problem. Yeah, this font has only 4 pixels. It's only 4 pixels wide. No way to make a heart. Oh no, we have a shoe. I will not be able to draw a shoe in here. Yeah. What to do? Heart. If we cut one more, which we could use one more, it would not break the watch face. There is still a lot of space on the right side. Yeah, maybe that's something that I have to do. If someone will use heart, then it will not look as great. Yeah, it looks like a heart. Okay, so let's go with that. So for the font info, I will change it to proportional. Yeah, proportional. And all of that will have 6 because there are 4 pixels for the glyph and the 2 pixels gap. If we would, we will draw it horizontally in the pebble round. So I have to do it anyway. 6. Come on. Can I copy and paste? I can't paste with the shortcut. 6. 6. That. I think I can draw it. Why not? Oh, predict that software will break soon. Oh well, it behaves strangely. Yeah, we had luck because there was no segfault so far. And we have battery. I will have to make a layer wider. Right, so the exclamation mark now. Maybe we now can try to make a triangle here. It kind of looks like a triangle with that exclamation mark. Yeah, it might work when it's blurry and kind of similar. And it doesn't look like a letter A. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Percentage. Why not percent? Why have percentage in 2 places? What's going on? Where's the percentage sign? It's at 25. So what is at 5A? It's Z. No, not 5A, 5E. What? So I have a place for one more icon, which is not used. How did that happen? So yeah, we have place for one more weather icon. here, here, 5A. Let's keep it empty now. Here we have a shoe, which is a very complicated shape. Again, something that I'm not gonna draw. There's just no way. How do you draw a shoe or feet? Is that a shoe? Well, no. Can we have something else than a shoe? Or icon for steps for health? Step has 4 letters, but it's not gonna fit. No idea. No idea. Can we have like a different letter S? Can we even fit a different letter S than the one that's currently here? The current one is like that, goes like that. Okay, whatever, I can't make a magic here. Alright, so here we skipped weather icons. Dash, let's put dash back in. It may not have any sense in vertical when the font is the vertical render vertically, but on Pebble Round I just realized that some of those characters will be useful. So let's keep them. Which makes me think of the dot. Yeah, let's put it back down here. Okay. There's a silent. Let's go to quiet mode. Quiet mode. That's a complicated icon. Even with more pixels, there's no way to draw it. Yeah. In the Pebble there is like a speaker icon, but yeah, it doesn't fit either. Maybe you can just do a circle. By the way, what's the size? It should be 6 everywhere. Circle that crossed over like so. I don't know, just an X. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to have an icon on the left side for the quiet mode. quiet. We also could utilize the space below. Alright, we normally don't use it, but it can be used. Can be used. So maybe if I use all of that, should leave at least one pixel here. Or maybe not. Let's go like so. Come on, don't break. Okay, that looks like a bell. I have to leave at least one pixel gap. Okay, still looks like a bell. It's actually not bad, but now we have to cross it over like so. Let's try from the other side. All right. It doesn't look like much in here. Doesn't look like, yeah, doesn't look that good in here, but the miniature, it may work. We'll see. We'll see in the watch itself if that's not too big of a stretch that I take 2 more pixels to the right. But yeah, I'm not gonna be able to draw a shoe even with those extra pixels. Or maybe, is that a shoe? Maybe it is. Alright. So that's this font, and now I'm pretty sure it's broken. It's broken for few characters at least. I mean, for few icons. Let's try to build it. And I will try to put all the icons inside here. That would be... Oh no, it's already broken. I think that happened last time. There was no space for a font. And now we kind of need 2 more pixels to the right. But when do I reference? Yeah, that's a bad idea. You see, the layer with our is positioned from the left, taking into consideration the width of this font. I think it's a bad idea in general to reference X position from the left. We should reference it from the right edge. That way it will automatically work on Emery platform. The digits will just stick to the right. Let's do that with X. So that would be display width minus margin minus digits. Okay, times 2 minus spacing. Okay, that should fix it. And for the side, we need, no, I already changed the width. Okay, where is this reference? That was gone again, and that's bad. The size W is digits, width times 2 plus spacing. Okay, where else? Here, that's the only place where it makes sense. That should work. Yeah, we have it back. And now let's try to put those icons in. What do we have here? Where is the side text? That's the side text. So we have, okay, let's try the exclamation mark. Let's do the icon for decrease. Now the battery. And then we have charging. Connection, so W for warning, heart, shoe, and a quiet mode. Portal is not responding. That's interesting. Is there a mistake here? Unlikely. Very unlikely. Okay, let's try again. This time I have to wipe the entire thing or clean. I will have to try add icon one at a time. It's gonna be slow. Something's wrong with this link. There it is. Let's try with the simple stuff. Like, why it's suddenly so slow? Something with my PC. Laptop. Let's try just exclamation mark. Exclamation mark works. What next? Next would be heart. that's the one that may already cause a problem. Oh no, it works. There it is. Cute little heart. Next one. Shoe. Let's try to do more than one shoe. And degree. I'll go in this order. Alright, first issue. Shoe. That's because shoe is wider. It has 7 pixels. So let's try that. It should not affect anything else. There is still a lot of free pixels on this edge. So shoe should fit. Here it is. Heart shoe degree. Icons. Heart shoe degree, and now quiet and connection. Let's try them both. Quiet and quiet connection. Come on. It's not refreshing. Ah, okay, both of them. Okay, both of them are the condition. Let's remove it from now. I could also remove the charging. See it. There it is. Quiet and warning. Kind of. It's alright. It could be better, but that's the best I can do. Okay, let's keep them. And charging and battery. Charging and battery. So one of them probably problematic. I don't see how any of those could be an issue. Let's try charging. They work. Charging and battery. I don't know what went wrong. Looks like we are good to go. Let's try that one more time with original text as the default. We'll use the spread and then all the icons. Yep, works. Okay, that's the small font. Okay. But what should happen, or rather, what will happen? Question is, what will happen if we try to use icon that's not supported? Icon that's not supported. Those are the weather icons. How to quickly check that? I will just put the weather icon somewhere. Or I guess we can just try it because it's implemented, so if I put a weather icon, then it should appear. Let's see. Weather icon goes. And it's shown warning. What? That's unexpected. 5C. It's a warning, not a weather icon. How that happened? Yep. Oh no, that's correct. That's actually correct because the default, yeah, in the weather to icon function, if none of those were found, I default to icon warning. Let's default to, I don't know, icon sunny. Let's see. What will happen? What font will do if we try to reference invalid glyph? I think there's a setting in properties which says what's the default character. Maybe that's what's used, but we don't have it defined in here. Okay, it's just empty. All right, that's good enough. Empty is good. Okay. So now for the bigger font. Let's open Vanity font from Chalice for reference again. And this time we go for font pen. Like that. All right. Way more space to work with, but is that enough? That would be a question. Okay, exclamation mark first. Exclamation mark, go like that. Maybe we can do it like so. Perfect. Next, degree. Perfect. Next, okay, let's go back to, I will skip the weather icons for now. We can go back to them later because I think I will have to use more space. Like I explained earlier. Okay, so the first normal icon starts with the battery at 3p. How are we gonna draw a battery? It would be nice to cover entire space. Yeah, entire space like so. Looks strangely fat. This is how everything is drawn in this font. Come on, keep saving, please. Is there an option to have autosave preferences? I don't want backups. Appliance. What? But they keep adding like save and apply buttons everywhere. I don't know what's the difference between apply and save. What's even the difference? those are the defaults. No. Don't you have an option like autosave? No. We have to save every time. Okay, battery. Good. Let's go back to battery. It should look more like I don't like it. Maybe we have to make it. Mm, that looks the best. Slightly fat, but I mean wide. It's a bit of yeah, but it looks like battery. Let's keep it. And the last one is to be full. And then let's just try to fill it one by one. Okay, I think we have perfect amount of no. Oh yeah, almost. Perfect amount of pixels to do full stage of the battery. Alright, and for the empty, is there a space to do exclamation mark inside? Maybe not. No, not really. Big, but still too small. Alright, that's the battery. Next, charging icon. This doesn't have like a middle point. Let's make the bottom part bigger. See, I have one more pixel on the bottom. Looks kind of. I like it. It's alright. And the warning. And again, no middle pixel. Well, let's see what we can do. Can we even do a Can't even do a triangle. It's tall, but not wide enough. It looks like triangle in here, but there's no way to draw an exclamation mark inside. Yeah, that's terrible. It's bigger, but less convenient. It does look like a triangle in here, the preview. But how to get the exclamation mark? Can we do it on the side? Huh. Maybe that's what we have to do. Put the triangle a bit on the side. Yeah, it looks like it's cut off. Can I do the same thing and get one more pixel here? I think I can. Because, oh yeah, I forgot. All of them should have 8 as a width. 8, please. +8. Okay, I think I have to go with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 7 pixels width. There will be just 1 pixel gap. I will test how it looks like. Maybe I can do it right away. I mean, maybe I can, while I remember, comment out those conditions to help me test the icons. Okay, so that's warning. Then we have hard. With hard we have the same problem, and we would like to have a middle pixel, but maybe for hard it's not that necessary. Okay, so that's the box we work with. That's the middle part, the top part. Here, there's no way to make a heart like that. Yeah, nice balloon. Okay, add one more. Yeah, one more changes a lot. It's ugly. I don't think people will use those icons in Brutal anyway. There's very little space. But just in case, I want to have them. So maybe I can accept that they will not look the best if someone used them. That looks alright. Yeah, maybe I can accept that and live with that. That's the mystery empty cell, which was used for percentage. Wait a second, where is the percentage? Okay, we have percentage. Now the shoe. Oh no, shoe again. Shoe. Please don't use shoe in a Brutal. Okay, and now the bell. Another problematic icon. Okay, can we do it with 6? That would be great. I don't think we... Oh, maybe we can. Okay, it looks like the one we did for the smaller font. Okay. Draw diagonal. Eight again. Would be great to draw it like so, but then we go beyond. Let's try here. And again, let's make it empty up here. Let's try down here. looks alright. Okay, 8 please, please 8. 8. Eight. Space is 8. All right. That should be good. Let's try it, and then we're gonna think about weather icons. Oh, why so many? That's vanity. Okay. Build. Okay, so we go with heart, warning, heart, steps, shoe, degree, quiet, warning, charging, and battery. Save. Okay, they work. Heart, shoe, degree, quiet, warning, charging, and the battery. Okay. Now for the weather icons. And here I'm pretty sure most of them will not fit in just 6 pixels in width, so I'm going straight for the double cell idea, so it should take twice as much, which means I'm setting this to 16. Yep. In 23 we have a sun. I did like a rising sun in this font because there was no space to draw the full circle. But maybe here there is enough space. Okay, I need 2 pixels on the right to be empty. Okay, so that's the limit. Right, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4. Okay, so I could have a circle in the middle. Like so, but then I can't really draw those rays. Yeah, neither diagonally or horizontally or vertically. So I think I will use the same strategy as in the previous font. I will put the sound down. still problematic because there's no middle pixel and the rays are a bit too long for my taste. Let's make the circle bigger. Okay. I have to add more rays. Okay, it looks funny. I need a middle middle pixel. Or do I? Yeah, I think I do. Unless I will go for a different sun together. I could draw like a star. Yeah, it doesn't solve the problem of the middle of missing middle pixel. Okay, let's put it on the side. Can I do that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't like it, but maybe this is something I have to do. Nope, go back. Yeah, doesn't look that great. Any other bright ideas? Yeah, maybe it's better to go with just 1 pixel over the space that's usually used for space to a space between characters. Yeah, that might work better. And I don't like that the sun is that big. We can make it smaller now. Okay, that's much better. All right, we have the sun. Now cloud sun. Okay, the most important here is the sun because it's harder to draw. We have to make a smaller version now. Okay, we should go utmost here. So for the rays to work, I need like 2 pixels. Okay, that can be our smaller sun. Okay, and then we draw cloud over it, like so. good enough. Next, 2 clouds for cloudy. Let's copy that over and replace the sun with a cloud. Okay, that's a nice blob. One pixel makes such a huge difference. Okay, maybe you can raise it up. This slope is doesn't sell the shape of the cloud. It should be more like here, and slightly up. Okay, let's go with that. Can adjust later if it would be terrible. Then we have finally something simple. The fog. And fog is simply a wavy line. Is that the correct amount? This grid is terrible. I need 14. 8, 14. Okay, one more. Yep, wavy line that goes like so. We need 16. What? It's 13? Yep, segfault. It had to happen. Is it segfault or something else? Assertion. Assertion failed. Thank you for assertion. What did we lose? Oh no. We lose all the weather. Oh, that's great. Great. To the sun again. Well, at least I already made a big decision, so maybe that will help. Or maybe I will make a better sun. I'm not doing a better job. 14, 15. We did 15. Was that it? Was that our sun? Looks too big to me. It's different than the last time, I know. Let's use this one. Let's use it anyway. That's the sun. Save. Copy over. Make it smaller. Here. 14, please. 14. Put it here. And draw the cloud. Okay, 16, 16, and then, oh, did we lose the other one? No. Then we have two clouds. 14, please. Why it's 15? 14. The other cloud. Okay. Fog. Next. How to do it? Let's copy the clouds and make them smaller. Even smaller. How I drew it here. 3 pixels high. Looks right. Then the rain. It's the same stuff. Okay, but it's 14, 16 here. 16, 16. But instead of that, we're gonna do rain. Rain goes in diagonal. Yep, looks like rain. And then we have star. And then we have storm, which needs lightning. Okay, all right, I can live with that. Next is the snow. Snow is cloud with asterisk. I guess this is too complicated because there are like two clouds. Could be just one. Yep, that reads better. Okay, and the same will be with snow. But instead of that, we do snowflake. Doesn't look like a snowflake. Ha! How I did it here. Okay, it's a simpler snowflake. That may work. I would just like to put, come on, what's with the 15? Did I make a mistake? Yeah, I did. Ah. Here. Snowflake without the rain. Can we add more snowflakes here? It's a bit of more space. Like a small one. Will that work? Oh, it may work. Looks kind of cute. If I would do more, keep the cloud. But draw it from here. It's uneven. It's uneven unless I do this. The cloud's supposed to go all the way here. Yep, I will keep that. Okay, so that's snow. What else? Nothing else. There's still one spot empty. I will think about it. Yeah, but let's see how it looks like. Build. And in general, it should just work except for the spread operator. Did I have it? No. I don't have the icon. Let's put it back in. Maybe let's do the full weather thing, which would be the usual. It would be temperature, it would be degree icon, it would be unit, and then we would have icon for weather, and after that there would be a spread operator, and I would have day of the week, and then day itself. I don't remember how to do it. hope it will not crash. Just want to see the icon. Okay. Oh. Maybe instead of taking that much space for not available, maybe I can do not available icon. And, 6 is it? It's too narrow. Maybe not. Not available. Heh. Nah. Okay, anyway, the spread operator failed. It's off by one character, which is expected. I already don't like the icon for snow. It looked better with the asterisk. Let's go back to that. So we have, why do I see snow icon? Next to the warning icon. What? There's temperature, degree, unit, an icon. Why I see two icons? The icon. There it is. Okay, makes no sense. Why I see two icons? Okay, I'm starting to get an idea. What's the code name? The code for our spread operator is 2C. Okay, it's a cloud came. Became our spread operator. That's why I see cloud with snow. So it's not snowy in Norway. Let's see what it actually is. Next time, but I have to fix the problem with the spread operator. Maybe I could just change it to something like 7F, or I could, yeah, that was the problem. There is no space. Spread is not even applied. And only here we hide it. What to do? 2 hours to make icons. Okay, but we are getting closer. What to do? Ideally, I would like to hide the divider always. Like always. Yep, let's change it. Yeah, there also could be more than one. I don't know if I should protect the user from being stupid. Maybe I should protect myself from users sending a bug report. think I will do it by removing this magic value, and I will change it to 7F, which is the last ASCII character, which is delete. Will not use it anyway, it will not be displayed. And then in the format string, we can react to it, place divider instead. Let's try that. Maybe we will get the weather for Norway. Okay, we got the weather. Okay. I kind of wish to not have it now. Okay, no, okay, it's fine. The spread operator was not applied because the spread logic was not applied because there's no space. As you can see, the Tuesday is cut off anyway. But why it's cut off on the right side if we align to the right. I don't get that unless I do like a null termination somewhere. No, I don't. Okay, not everything at once. We have the icons. I just don't like this one. Let me quickly get rid of that ugliness. Let's make a nicer cloud. Okay, that looks like a cloud. And then the snowflake thing. So put the snowy thing down. Move, copy. How I can move? Okay, right. I'm learning new tricks. It doesn't matter. I don't love this piece of software anyway. It's alright. I guess maybe I'm not familiar with alternatives. Maybe I should love it. Work. Okay. The icon. Now, what now? Now something I thought about earlier is the temperature, the thing that I said about the temperature that I like to have full value that we get from API with the decimal place and stuff. I don't like it anymore actually, because on the Brutal there are just few characters that can fit on this line, and we take so much space with the dot and the degree and the Celsius. So I thought that we should just have an integer number, but not now. Just add it to 2. But with the spread, now we have to fix it because all the weather icons are too wide. How to do it? We would like ideally to have a list of all the icon, all the characters, those are characters in the font, that are too wide, or even better, just have a map for all of them. Map for all of them to know how wide they are. That would be mapped from 20 to 60 hex. That would be that's also okay, we'll deal with that later. And all those functions like spread or format string, those work the same for both fonts, but those fonts have a bit of different content. Yeah, we'll see about that. So that's font 10 char width. That would be simple count, either 1 or 2. We need okay, we need it from space. Space is 20 in hex at 32. Inclusively from space to 60. Should I do an offset? Maybe I should. Yeah, I think I should. So we need 64. And it will be like everything will be 1 except for the weather icons. So with 64, let's just see. maybe let's reproduce this situation. Okay, now when I look at it, map is not, doesn't look that appealing, because there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just 8 of those. Okay, I can just make a switch case for that. Switch case. Okay, so when mark, does it make sense now? No, it doesn't. Damn it. This doesn't even work now. Because the length of the string doesn't equal the, it's not mapped to the maximum available space. Space is in character cells and length is in characters itself. And one character can take more than one cell now. Alright, I think we have to do it from scratch. Just forget about it. And first we have to count. Count yeah, let's count number of character cells. Here we will have switch with cases for weather icons. All of those except degree, except the degree, sun, clear sky, cloud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Those will add 2. Everything good. Okay. Makes sense to do pull through here. Okay, so that will count number of cells. Now we can do explain ourselves. Now what now? Now let's do the same logic as previously. Now we will check if there's even an opportunity to use the spread operator, spread logic, which will be we could also track position of the divider. Yep. Let's see if that's go to max and return. We want to count we want to know the position of divider. I think we want to know it for the n value, for the cells. The n minus this t that gives us the my brain power. My brain is not braining. When we have it range from here to here, and there's a PPP. We found this. Let's maybe put like a weather icon here, and for good measure, let's put something inside here that takes 2 cells. And we found it. Then that's his position. Then we subtract that part, which gives us that kind of length. And if we subtract that kind of length from max, then we get this distance. Okay, so if we do that and subtract it from length, then we get this distance, which is the distance that we should move. Now move it like so. No, that's wrong. I have to subtract the whole thing. If I subtract the whole thing, I will get this distance, but then I have to move just this part by it. Okay, so I do this. I do this to get the distance, then I move all of that. To move it, I need a divider index. Okay, so I'm not gonna need the second one. All right. Easy. So to do that, I will simply take the last character and move it by the distance, and then another character and move it by this distance, like so. One, two. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Or can I do mem move? Like in one operation. I can, alright, I can. But I always forget the syntax. Move. Okay, so it's destination, source, and size. So for size, that's the size. So make sure I need len minus di. That's the size. The source. Source is str plus di. Destination is string. What is this distance? It's a max minus di. Right. There's a big chance that this will go terribly wrong. Okay, so I moved the memory from here to there, but what is now in here? Okay, and the place in here, I mean, it can even overlap if the space was very small. Some of it overlaps, so now I have to get this part and zero it out. How do you zero out? Then set, what's that I think? Yep, then set with the very misleading integer. Alright, so we want to set to 0. We want to set string plus di position, and the amount is that part. That's our destination. destination minus di. Is that correct? So if I get max and I subtract di, oh, then I get this part. No, di is here. Okay, when I subtract di, I get this part, and then I want to subtract max minus di. Oh, it's probably wrong. Let me go through it one more time. That or that. Okay, so mem move. Forgetting. Destination is string plus max minus di. Correct. Source string plus di. Correct. Length, the amount is length minus di. That's not the length. The length is here. That's length minus di. All right. Looks okay. And mem set. And I'm setting to wrong value. Wrong value. It's supposed to be space. So I'm setting this part with space. Now the size is max. I think there is a mistake. Let's go through it. Max minus di gives me this. No, max minus di gives me this. Should be len minus di. Okay. Is there a mistake? Maybe let's try it. I don't think we have a good setup for tests anyway. Oh, di may be used initialized. True. You are correct. I will set di to -1, and if spread operator was not found, let me return. Okay, the side text is gone. Something went terribly wrong, but let's make a better setup below. Starting with the simple case. do L for left, and R for right, T for top, B for bottom. Oh, we have a top. We lost everything down there. Okay. Before I debug it, I will maybe try to go through it. I'm starting to get tired, maybe that's the problem. Okay, now we have a simple case and no weather icons, just regular characters. I think what we are missing is a null terminator, that's one thing. We are not moving the null terminator. Yes, the problem might be that it's still here. So we moved the bottom part below, but the null terminator is after like the original BB letters. We have to move some more. We have to move one more. And we will have to set one more. Do we? Okay, that was not it. Or maybe it was. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know if those numbers are correct. Okay, let me debug some of it. We want to check len and the EI and CN. Okay, it would be a nice, good idea to print the string. Now I have no idea what's going on. All right, let's focus on the side text first. We got this. What is going on? Ah, all right. True. When we got the divider. All right, maybe that's the issue here. Divider is the lead character. Damn it. Yeah, maybe we can also print the string after. replace the divider with a space. Oh no. Yeah, it probably failed here. It did fail here. The string is invalid. Let's see why. Now we have numbers. Okay, so length is 7. Is it? It is 1, 2, 3. That's one character. 4, 5, 6, 7. DI is 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct. CN is 7. Correct. CN is bigger than max. Not D1. No. Memmove string. So we add the max minus DI. Max is somewhere here. Minus DI. That's wrong. We need this size. So that's len minus di. Alright, first mistake. Okay, we move. Yes, that's destination. Source is correct. It's 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna move all this part. Then amount is that. Okay, with the null terminator. And then we do memset. Memset starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. From here, we do it with space, and we do it. We should use the same distance here. But add one more to get rid of divider. We might lose the connection with emulator, so let's start again. More than 2 hours. Right, it's better. It's wrong. We are removing what we moved. I think that's what's happening. Either we are removing or we are moving too far. Let's see. We remove max. Okay, what's the amount here? It's 21. That's correct. Okay, so max minus length. Yep, it should be like so. Okay, again. slowly but in the right direction. And that's still a simple case. We will have to repeat it for weather icons to see if that solves anything. All right. Okay. The success. Some sort. Actually works like I expected. I will now add the weather icons. Let's try with one on the left side, and then one on the right side, and then I will add two. I know that people will not use two icons for weather at the same time, but the code should account for it anyway. Okay, let's do it here, left, and icon. Oh my god, so wrong. What happened? Bring back the logs. I got too confident. Left. Huh. Is a cloud icon just end sign? Might be. Six. Yep, it's 26. Okay. So that's the cloud icon. So for the cells, we got one more, which is correct. So yeah, no wonder it doesn't work. The cell index doesn't really play any role in here. It should, but it should. It should. What we need is the length of this part, and length okay, the amount of weather icons decrease the gap. All right, let's make few variables that will help us. Gap. So currently gap is max minus len, and it should be smaller by len by stn minus len. That's the gap. Okay, now we have stn in our calculations. If I adjust those So we move shit. Okay, I already forgot. What's the destination? Okay. So destination is this part plus gap. Yeah, that's all right. And then this part is just dy. So it's dy plus gap. Now the source stays, and the amount stays the same. Now for the mem set, this one stays, and then we have gap. Woohoo! Looks alright. I'm confident that this is it. So let me try for a few more complicated scenarios, like weather icon in the middle of the right section, and maybe let's put a second weather icon on the left. So we have now 3. Yes, perfect. Okay, the real edge cases, like having too long part on the left or too few characters on the right, so on. That's how that I will test that off screen when the watch faces will be almost ready. But I think that's it for the weather icons, for the icons overall. Okay, what do we have here? What we did, we modified the font with icons, so we have divider, new spread operator, we sparked. Okay, I have to, okay, I will just not commit this file. Oh my god, there's so little in the div, it was so much work. Explain it to your manager. 1 commit a day, just few lines, and you changed only few lines. You are a terrible programmer. Who's the last commit? It's 7 icons. Okay. It's 10 icons. All right. Next, we have quick view, we have icons. So what next? Pebble around and emery. I think we start with Pebble around. Pebble around will require more changes in the code, but emery will require me to draw a new set of digits. But overall, emery should be simpler. We already have a dynamic way of defining the maximum length for side and bottom text, which should just work on emery. Positions should just work with the quick view. We'll test that. But the numbers, I need the digits. I need the bigger digits here. That should be straightforward. It will be just a tedious work of moving points around in the PDC editor. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe one session will be enough to do both, but that later.